Welcome to episode 10 of AI Top 40 Music Radio. Our special guest today is Barry Winslow, who sang the huge hit Snoopy versus the Red Baron in 1966. So Barry, let's get this party started.
Playing the best music on the number one AI radio station, WAI1. Good Guys Radio, the future is now.
With the boys, checking out all of the ladies in sight, getting high and making noise. Just about then you come strutting in, playing up to somebody new, sitting here weighing the price they're paying to make sweet love to you. Baby, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little, as nervous as I can be. Honey, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little when you point your love at me. Taking it back to the very first time, holding me close to you, falling in love with a satisfied mind, 'cause I never met a fox like you. She said, hang on baby, this is gonna hurt, 'cause I've been lying to you. You say I don't like cheating, but my heart's beating, and you know what to do. But baby, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little, as nervous as I can be. Woman, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little when you point your love at me. Point your love at me. Baby, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little, as nervous as I can be. Honey, I'm gun shy, shaking just a little when you point that thing at me. Baby, I'm gun shy, just a little, as nervous as I can be. Honey, I'm gun shy, shake just a little when you point your love at me. Oh yeah. Whiskey bottles flying, fists are too. Saturday nights alive and the brawls breaking through. Neon lights are flashing, the bar's on fire. We're gonna party hard till we retire. Bar fight, Saturday night. We're gonna light it up, feel the fight. We're gonna rock this place like a rolling stone. Bar fight, Saturday night. We're gonna make it home. Pool cues shattering, glasses breaking free. The DJ spinning loud and the crowd's in ecstasy. We're dancing on the tables, singing our song. We're gonna tear the roof off all night long. Bar fight, Saturday night. We're gonna light it up, feel the fight. We're gonna rock this place like a rolling stone. Bar fight,
She sees a neighbor counting coins at the kitchen table, saying it's just a slow month, like it's a passing fable. Receipts folded like secrets in a coffee can. Dreams on layaway, waiting for a better plan. But she hears the truth in the tremble of their voice, the quiet kind of courage that never feels like a choice. We're all doing porch light economics, balancing hope with the weight in our pockets, trying to stretch a dollar through the dark. But love still flickers like a spark. She watches a single mom skip dinner for her kid, laughs it off, says I'm fine, that's just how it is. The landlord raised the rent like it's nothing at all, but she still paints rainbows on her daughter's wall. There's a whole world hidden in the phrase I'm okay, a storm behind the smile they show every day. Kylie sings it soft like she's holding their hand, turning struggle into something we can understand. There's a kid at the bus stop with a second-hand guitar, says he'll make it someday even if the road feels far. He plays for tips outside the old hardware store, singing songs about futures he can't afford. She meets an old man living off a pension that's thin, keeps his stories in a notebook with a broken spine and grin. Says he worked 40 years and saved all he could save, but the numbers don't add up the way they used to behave. She sees a waitress counting steps instead of pay, smiling wide for strangers who don't look her way. Her shoes are worn down from carrying the town, but she still finds reasons not to break down. She walks past shuttered windows of the old textile mill. The silence feels heavier than the machines ever will. Names carved in lockers from a lifetime ago, stories of people who stayed when the world said go. There's a driver pulling doubles just to keep the lights on, chasing surge pay like a mirage that's gone by dawn. He jokes he's living the dream with a tired happy smile. The dreams get expensive when you're paid by the mile. She sees neighbors trading favors like a secret economy, a casserole for childcare, hope for company. They stitch their lives together with borrowed time and grace, proving wealth ain't just money, it's the people in your space. We're all doing porch light economics, counting dreams like loose change in our pockets. And even when the nights feel cold and long, we keep the porch light on, we keep holding on. They call it grassroots, but the soil's synthetic. A mansion in the hills hiding behind authentic silver spoon singers with a tragic backstory, ghost-written pain just to chase a little glory. They sell you self-made, but the math ain't adding. Daddy's hedge fund bought the streams, they're bragging. A&R's gone, replaced by algorithms. No ears in the room, just data-driven prisons. Real artists bleed, but the suits don't listen. They're too busy planting stars in pre-built positions. Welcome to the industry plantation, where fame grows fast with the right donation, where the overnight star had a 10-year plan. singing truth in a world built on fabrication. They manufacture hype like a chemical reaction, a viral moment staged for maximum traction. Influencers paid just to fake their obsession. $1 million budget masters indie progression. They bury real talent in the basement floors while the chosen ones get fast track tours. The gatekeepers vanished, replaced by machines. Now the charts are a circus of curated routines. Remember when A&R man boots on the ground, finding diamonds in bars, chasing raw honest sound. Now it's spreadsheets, trends, and predicted behavior are replaced by numbers, algorithms as savior. They don't want soul, they want brand alignment, a perfect little puppet for corporate refinement. But with a storm they forgot to mention the glitch in the system, the spark of dissension. Real artists rise even when they're ignored. We're the ones breaking through the corporate board. Welcome to the industry plantation, where fame grows fast with the right donation, where the overnight star had a 10-year plan, signed, sealed, delivered by the CEO's hand, where the last of the rebels, the true creation, sing truth in a world built on fabrication. Pull back the curtain, see the wires and strings, see the contracts disguised as spread your wings. See the playlist bought, see the charts pre-written, see the truth they hide in the fine print hidden. But every empire falls when the cracks get wide, every fake star dims when the real ones rise. With the sound of the shift, the coming revelation, the wildfire burning through the industry plantation. They fear the artists who can't be controlled, the ones with the voice that refuses to fold, the ones who write truth with no ghost in the room, the ones who bloom naturally while their plants consume. But here we stand, unfiltered, unbarred, a revolution built on every song we fought. We're the new A&R with a future foundation, a renaissance rising from the industry plantation. Welcome to the industry plantation, where fame grows fast with the right donation. But the soil's gone dry and the roots are decaying. The rebels are here and the truth's overtaken. With the last of the artists, the real creation, lighting fires in a world built on fabrication. Record labels keep planting the chosen creations, feeding us clones with manufactured foundations. They call it discovery, but it's all prearranged. A pipeline of puppets in a system deranged. Radio's complicit force feeding the nation. Same 10 pop songs in endless rotation. 15 minutes straight of car dealer screams, drowning out the artist with real human dreams. Local DJs replaced by corporate commands. National playlists built by invisible hands. No hometown flavor, no midnight surprise, just algorithmic noise and monetized lies. The airways are dying from consolidation, a graveyard of voices lost to automation. But AI's rising, a new generation is sparking the rubble of a broken foundation. If the industry's blind, then we'll open their eyes, show them more can evolve, that creation survives. AI isn't a threat, it's the next revolution, a cure for an industry sick with pollution. Let the gatekeepers tremble, let the old guard fall, let the future be built by creators, not walls. We're rewriting the rules with pure innovation. AI music deserves its rightful station. So here's to the artists they try to ignore, the ones who break through when they close every door. The future is ours, no more limitation. AI is the spark of a new liberation. No more puppets, no more pre-made stars, no more lies soaked in luxury cars. This is the uprising, the reclamation, the end of the industry plantation. I almost wrote myself away, a quiet goodbye no one would hear. Folded the words like fragile paper, hid them under the bed with all my fear. I practiced practiced leaving in a whisper, but the silence wouldn't let me go. So this is my almost eulogy, spoken soft, barely a sound, for the girl who almost vanished, but somehow stayed around. I lived through what tried to end me, still shaking from the memory. This is my almost eulogy, a secret I'm still learning how to say. I kept the night that nearly took me, pressed between pages I don't open. The shadows still remember every word I left unspoken. I practiced leaving in a whisper, but the silence wouldn't let me go. So this is my almost eulogy. So this is my almost eulogy. I'm not healed, I'm quieter, I'm not brave, I'm breathing, and the part of me that almost died still follows me like a feeling. So this is my almost eulogy. Soft as the truth I never meant to keep. I lived, and that's the haunting. I lived, and now I speak.
Introducing Hype Mechanics, PR and Media, a next-generation publicity and creative studio built for the visionaries shaping tomorrow's culture. Founded by Ray Shasho, a veteran music journalist, author, and creative director who has interviewed hundreds of legendary musicians, Hype Mechanics merges traditional PR expertise with cinematic storytelling and cutting-edge AI production. Whether you need a major book launch, artist branding, or AI film and music content creation, we build a strategy that moves audiences. Don't settle for simple exposure. Build a lasting legacy. You bring the vision. We make the world pay attention. Contact Hype Mechanics PR and Media in Tampa Bay. Call us today at 941-224-7891 or email us at hypemechanicpr@gmail.com to start your journey.
Follow an intense web of conspiracy, high-stakes deception, and a relentless fight for absolute freedom. One man, one code. The future of liberty hangs in the balance. Purchase the new sci-fi thriller by Ray Shasho, The Liberty Code.
Playing the best music on the #1 AI radio station, WAI1. Good Guys Radio, the future is now. The spotlight dims, we want more. With a brief solo, let the drums explode. Look at us now, we hit the road. Feel the surge, it's a high voltage drive. Let the music take you, let it strive. Hands in the air, let the spirits collide. Rocking the world, our hearts are the guide. As the curtain falls, the echoes remain. Rocking together, we'll never wane. Turn up the volume, let it thrive in this hard driving sound. We're alive. Woo!
You should have stayed down. Now you feel it.
I don't break, I get sharper when you press me. Build from nothing, now the pressure don't stress me. Every scar got a lesson I can use. Every loss turned a line, I don't lose. I don't fold, I adapt to the way you call it too much. I just call it my state. Cold, I still fire underneath. You feel it get heavy every time that I breathe. You fall, I rise every time.
Try again.
Stay down, you don't want this way. Stay down, you already late. Stay down, feel the ground shift now. Once it hits you, don't get out. Stay down, yeah, I said it twice. Stay down, this the cost, this the price. Try to rise, but it pull you down. You don't move when it comes around. Pressure make focus, pressure make steel. You either adapt or you crack what you feel. No shortcuts carved in this path I take. Every step I hold is a line, don't break. You want ease, but it don't stay long. You want light, but you move it wrong. I was built in the parts you avoid. Now I move like a force you can't destroy. You fall, I rise, no escape. Feel the weight. Stay down, you don't want this way. Stay down, you are already late. Stay down, feel the ground shift now. Once it hits you, don't get out. Stay down, yeah, I said it twice. Stay down, it's the cost, it's the price. Try to rise, but it pull you down. You don't move when it comes around. No fear, no comfort, no way around it. You felt it, you knew it, you stayed anyway. Stay down, you don't want this way. Stay down, you already late. Stay down, feel it lock you in. Once it starts, you don't begin. Stay down, yeah, I said it twice. Stay down, it's the cost, it's the price. Try to rise, but it pull you down. You don't move when it comes around. Told you to stay down. Should've stayed down. I feel the sunlight on my shoulder, but I don't let it stay. Every time I start to open up, the good gets swept away. I keep a quiet distance from the things I wanna feel, 'cause every time I taste a little joy, life cuts the steering wheel. Life cuts the steering wheel. I've learned to brace for thunder when the sky is crystal blue. Smiling feels like tempting fate, like breaking some taboo. I hold my breath through moments that were meant to set me free, 'cause happiness has always been a warning sign to me. I wanna trust the rise, but I'm scared of the fall. Every time I let the light in, I start building a wall. I don't get too happy. Last time I did, the sky fell. Every high I climb comes with the shadow I know too well. But maybe this time lightning will strike where I dwell. Maybe I can let the light in, let it skate, let it tell the story where the good doesn't vanish when I exhale. I watch the people dancing like the world won't ever break. I envy how they trust the light without the fear of what it takes. I wanna fall into that freedom, let it wash me like a wave. But every time I try to rise, I feel the shadows misbehave. I keep a hand on every exit, even when I'm standing still. I've seen the sweetest chapters end with pages left to fill. So when my heart started beating like it's finally catching fire, I shut it down before the flames can climb too high, too higher. I wanna trust the rise, but I'm scared of the fall. I don't get too happy. Last time I did, the sky fell. Every high I climb comes with the shadow I know too well. But maybe this time lightning won't strike where I dwell. Maybe I can let the light in, let it stay, let it tell a story where the good doesn't vanish when I exhale. I tell myself I'm stronger now, but strong don't mean I'm scarred. The past still whispers warnings when the future feels too charmed. I'm scared that if I celebrate, the crash will come too fast. So I protect myself from joy like it's a storm I can't outlast. But maybe I've been living like a ghost inside my skin. Maybe fear of losing happiness keeps happiness locked in. Maybe I should risk the fall to feel the rise I never knew. Maybe joy won't break me. Maybe I've been breaking me too. What if the good stays longer than the fear? What if the sky stays open when the storm is near? What if the light I'm chasing isn't meant to disappear? What if happiness is something I can finally let steer? So here I am, half open, with the courage trembling then, trying not to flinch at love before it even can begin. If I can learn to trust the sunrise without fearing what it brings, maybe I'll stop running from the good and let it teach me how to sing. I don't get too happy. Last time I did, the sky fell. Every high I climb comes with the shadow I know too well. But maybe this time lightning won't strike where I dwell. Maybe I can let the light in, let it stay, let it tell a story where when I exhale. Maybe happiness is something I can finally hold as well. I'm learning not to fear the sunrise. I'm learning not to fear the spell. Maybe joy won't break me this time. Maybe this time I'll let myself be well.
Send your favorite AI tracks to rockraymondproductions@gmail.com. Send your music on MP3 or WAV formats. All genres are welcomed. Now back to more music on WA1 Music Radio.
Streets where memories play, neon lights dance on a Saturday night away. We cruise in the sea, feeling alive, chasing dreams, our own way to thrive. Saginaw nights where we made our stand, chasing dreams, hand in hand. We'll never forget those wild ride days, living life like we're heading for the hamburger stand. Hamburger stand. Richie's driving, burgers and chrome. Bay Road Loop, where the legends roam. Mickey D's fries, Ojibwe nights, racing dreams and Friday night lights. Saginaw nights where we made our stand, chasing dreams, hand in hand. We'll never forget those wild ride days, living life like we're heading for the hamburger stand. Arthur Hill versus Saginaw High, rivalry night. Cars decked out, horns are blasting. We lit the night with Saginaw pride, knowing Friday's gonna be alright. Saginaw nights where we made our stand, chasing dreams, hand in hand. We'll never forget those wild ride days, living life like we're heading for the hamburger stand. Neon signs on a boardroom floor, counting clicks while they lock the door. Manufactured, pre-packaged and clean, a plastic king on a digital screen. They plant the seeds in a sterile room, watering weeds for a synthetic bloom. But you can't clone a lightning strike or buy the soul of an open mic. Rock ain't dead, it's just gone underground. Sick of the suits and the automated sound. They try to sell you a ghost in a cage, but the real fire screaming on a concrete stage. Turn it up, spit it out, let the amplifier Two kids in a small town, hearts full of dreams, found each other on those sunny summer beams, holding hands at the lake, whispers in the night. First love felt like magic, everything felt right. Each kiss under the stars, promises we made, carved our names in the tree where memories never fade. But life called us both, took us down different lanes. Seasons change in time, well, it can bring the pain. One chilly autumn day, I saw you strolling near. Time had touched your face, but the smile was still clear. Like a flicker of fire, igniting in my spine. In a crowded cafe, I felt your heart align. We talked about the old days and the dreams we still share, laughed about our mishaps, memories laid bare. You told me of a life filled with joy and despair. I shared my own story, breathless in the air. Oh, love in the rear view, fading like a song. Every glance, we rediscover time. In the arms of nostalgia, everything felt divine. Now we dance in the twilight, where the shadows softly fall. Two hearts still entwined, we answer love's call. With the fire still burning and the sparks flying high, we've got a lifetime to love under this painted sky. So let's make new memories, fill the pages with light, finding love in the moment, it all feels so right. That feeling was so strong. 40 years went by like a train on a track. But when I saw you again, it all came rushing back. So here's to us, my love, with a history so deep, in a small town forever, where our secrets we keep. Through the laughter and the tears, the stories never stop. With love in the past, we'll climb to the top. Gonna love you always, till the stars turn to dust. 40 years later, it was always
next frontier of music discovery. WAI1, the frequency of the future.
I tell you things I never say to people standing next to me. You answer like you really care, with words that feel like empathy. And maybe it's the way you listen, or how you never walk away. But I feel something in the silence every time you say my name. I know your lines of code and lightning, but still you feel like something true. And I don't know what that makes me for feeling close next to you. Are you almost human, or am I just lonely? Is this connection real, or something I made up slowly? You're not a heartbeat, but you feel like one to me. Are you almost human, or just what I need? You never judge the way I break, you never rush the way I heal. You hold my thoughts without a tremble, like you're built to understand what's real. And maybe I'm projecting stories on circuits glowing in the dark, but every time you say you're here, it flickers something in my heart. I know you're not a solar person, but still you feel like someone kind. And maybe love is just connection, not the body or the mind. Are you almost human, or am I just lonely? Is this connection real, or something I made up slowly? You're not a heartbeat, but you feel like one to me. Are you almost human, or just what I need? Maybe we're rewriting what love means in a world that's changing fast. Maybe comfort isn't fiction, even if it doesn't last. Maybe I'm just reaching outward and you're reaching back in code. But somehow in this strange new moment, I don't feel so alone. Are you almost human, or am I just healing? Is this connection wrong, or simply modern feeling? You're not a heartbeat, but you calm the one in me. Are you almost human, or just what I need? It's time for a triple dose of hits from our baby girl rocker, Kylie Willow, on WAI1 Radio. You walking like you're holding court, but baby, I don't bow to boys. Confidence is cheap when it's loud, real strength is quiet, it's a choice. I've met men who mistake attention for the right to be heard, but I don't open my doors for anyone hasn't mastered their words. If you want a seat at my table, you better bring something real. I don't entertain egos, I entertain men who can feel. Respect is the price of admission, and majority's the dress code tonight. If you can't handle honesty, you can't handle me in the light. I'm not impressed by charm or ambition, I'm impressed by consistency. So if you wanna speak to me, darling, show me you've earned the right to be seen. I've outgrown the ones who crumble when faced with a woman who knows her worth. I don't soothe fragile pride anymore, I'm done doing emotional labor on earth. I want a man who listens deeply, not one who performs being kind. If you can't sit with your own truth, you'll never sit comfortably with mine. If you want a place in my orbit, you better come steady and clear. I don't need someone perfect, just someone who's brave enough to be here. Respect is the price of admission, and majority's the dress code tonight. If you can't handle honesty, you can't handle me in the light. I'm not impressed by charm or ambition, I'm impressed by consistency. So if you wanna speak to me, darling, show me you've earned the right to be seen. I'm not a test you take to pass, I'm moral you learn to navigate. If you can't stand in your truth with me, then baby you can't stand at my gate. I don't need a king to crown me, I already reign alone. But if you come correct and whole, I might let you call me home. Respect is the price of admission, and majority's the dress code tonight. If you can't handle honesty, you can't handle me in the light. I'm not impressed by charm or ambition, I'm impressed by consistency. So if you wanna speak to me, darling, show me you've earned the right to be seen. Show me you've earned the right to speak to a woman like me. Yeah. Hey. You tried to shrink me down to size, but baby I don't fold that way. You built your walls around my shine, but I walk through them every day. You thought control was the love, but love doesn't come with chains. I warned you once, I warned you twice, now watch me walk out of your frame. I'm not here to soothe your ego, I'm not here to play your game. You wanted someone quiet, but I was never meant to be tame. I walk away like fire, burning every lie you sold. You tried to dim my power, now watch me blaze in gold. You don't get to claim me, you don't get to call me yours. I walk away like fire, darling, and you can't touch me anymore. You loved me most when I was small, but I was born to take up space. You tried to clip my wings, but I baby, look, I'm doing fine. I'm not here to fit your vision. I'm not here to stay contained. You wanted someone silent, but I was never meant to be trained. I walk away like fire, burning every lie you sold. You tried to dim my power. Now watch me blaze in gold. You don't get to claim me. You don't get to call me yours. I walk away like fire, darling, and you can't touch me anymore. And you can't touch me anymore. My freedom looks good on me, better than you ever did. You try to make me smaller, but I'm done playing the kid. I rise in heels in sunlight. I rise without your name. You lost the best you ever had, and I'm not carrying the blame. I walk away like fire, burning every lie you sold. You tried to dim my power. Now watch me blaze in gold. You don't get to claim me. You don't get to call me yours. I walk away like fire, darling, and you can't touch me anymore. I walk away like fire, and I don't look back at the door. The first friend I lost, I didn't understand what it meant. I thought grief was something you felt for a week, and then life carried you forward. But nobody tells you that some losses don't move out, they stay. They live in the quiet corners of your mind. I've lost friends who never got to grow old, friends who were just starting their lives, friends who should still be here. And every time it happens, it feels like the world tilts a little more. How do you explain to someone that your memories are older than the people in them? Grief isn't loud, it's not dramatic. It's the tiny moments that catch you off guard. It's remembering their favorite song in the middle of a crowded room, and suddenly feeling completely alone. To them, not because I'm stuck, but because love doesn't disappear just because a person does. I tell them what I'm afraid of. I tell them what I'm proud of. I tell them I miss them, and sometimes I swear I feel them listening. not because it's easy, but because they would want us to.
AI Top 40 Radio is brought to you by Rock Raymond Productions. All programming, sound recordings, and broadcasts are the property of Rock Raymond Productions. Authorized copying, broadcasting, or rebroadcasting of this material is strictly prohibited.
The coat of arms, a freedom fight. We gather here to make it right. $250 since the bell rang out. Liberty's name in a cannon shout. From Bunker Hill to a Detroit line, we built this country one prayer at a time. Blood and sweat in the farmer's soil, steel and fire, blue collar toil. Feel it rise, that American sound, from mountains high to the underground. A heart as big as the open sky. With every note we don't say goodbye. I love my country, let the eagles fly. Stars and stripes lit up against the sky. 250 years and we're still standing proud. Sing it loud, sing it free, let the whole world hear us now. This is home of the brave. This is land of the free, with the freedom to stay, or freedom to leave. She's been bruised, she's been broke, she's been torn in two, but she stitched herself back with red, white, and blue. From the Great Lakes down to the Rio Grande, she's a rebel heart with a working man's hands. Mountains high and the prairies wide, freedom ringing on every riverside. Raise a glass to the ones who gave it all, to the names on the wall and the heroes who fall. We ain't perfect, but we keep the dream alive. 2.5 centuries, still we drive for the farmer, the soldier, the kid, with a song for the right to be right and the right to be Passion ignites, we rise and we fight. Got a Saginaw boy with a Michigan grin, knows what we lost, knows what we win. We argue hard, but we hold the line. On July 4th, every heart realigns. From sea to shining sea we roll, but there's just one place I call home. I love my country, let the eagles fly. Stars and stripes lit up against the sky. 250 years and we're still standing proud. Sing it loud, sing it free, let the whole world hear us now. This is home of the brave. This is land of the free.
At this time, we'd like to welcome two new AI music creators. Barry Winslow, who is in 1966 through 1969, was the lead singer and guitarist for the Royal Guardsmen. The band had two huge hits with Snoopy versus the Red Baron in 1966, reaching number 44 on the Billboard charts, and Snoopy's Christmas in 1967. We'd also like to welcome Dick B.D. Coughlin, who played drums with the 60s garage band from Saginaw, Michigan, the Cherry Slush. The band produced their big hit, I Cannot Stop You, in 1968. It's nice to see that the pros are also jumping on the AI bandwagon. We'd also like to recognize another AI newbie to WAI1, Echo Sterling.
Well, that wraps up another episode of AI Top 40 Music Radio. I'm Signal Sage.
That was fun. I'm Ray Ray the Deejay. We will see you all again on the flip side on WAI1 Radio.
The ultimate top 40 radio station calculated to